Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Tuesday evening training session. It's really great to see so many people online, and especially for those people that have joined us from overseas. So a special welcome to you too, because I'm not sure what time it is in where you are, but I hope you've got pen, paper, you take plenty of notes, and you get as much out of this session as possible. So before we start, I'd just like to introduce myself and just tell you a bit about who I am. So this is me. My name is Sonia Lambert. My background, I've been working for the NHS for 17 odd years. And to be honest, it wasn't a career I chose, but it's the first thing that came along and I kind of just grabbed it with both hands. And to be honest, it's been interesting. I've learned a lot, and I've had a few little promotions, but the main thing is that I've always worked away from home. And during lockdown, I realized that it just wasn't something that I wanted. And I also knew that it wasn't going to give me the financial independence that 40 years of working would give me. So when I was introduced to the NeXarise opportunity, I just it was a no-brainer, and I really wished I'd actually heard about this business before, because I'm now at the beginning of my journey. I'm building a network, I'm building a business, and I'm building a legacy for my family. And I know it's the right thing for me, and hopefully it's also the right thing for you as well. So what I'm going to cover today is how you get started. So when you enroll as an independent business owner, the first thing you do is get out of those starting blocks and start your journey as soon as possible. I would recommend that you actually meet up with your mentor or the person that introduced you within 24 hours so you can get started as quickly as possible. But when you start though, you need to really think about, why are you doing this business? What's drawn you to the NeXarise family? Do you have goals? Do you have dreams and aspirations? But first and foremost, you need to determine what your goals actually are. Because if you haven't got them written down and they're in your head, it doesn't mean anything. You need to write them down somewhere where you can see them every single day, and that will motivate you and inspire you to keep focused to get to where you want to be. When you decide, when you know what your goal is, could it be that you want to be your own boss? I'm sure, like many people on here, we're just fed up with the bureaucracy of having to be told when to go on holiday, when you can get time off, when you can go to the doctors. Being your own boss, you're not accountable to anybody. The only person you're accountable is to yourself. Or is your goal to have more money? And more money to do what? Anyone can say, yes, I want more money, but what do they actually need that money for? Is it, to have more time? So, more time with your family? Is the money required for you to travel the world? Or is it to support a family member or support your favorite charity? Money, yes, it's an important commodity, but if you want it, you need to know why you want it, and also focus your goals around why, how much money you need to actually achieve the goals that you want. Could it be about, having that dream car? Is that why you want to be rich? Is that why you want that extra income? Or is it to own your dream house? Everybody's got their own dream, their own desires. So it's up to you to actually sit down and really think about it, why you're in this business and what you want out of it. Because once you've decided what your goal is and you stay focused, you'll get there. But I know what my dream is. Every night I go to bed, and every morning I wake up in the morning, I say to myself, I am an SVP Crown and I earn £1 million a month. And the reason I want to earn that is because I want everything on that list. I want to be my own boss. I want to travel the world. I want to be able to support my friends and family and have that dream home in any country that I want. So first and foremost, people, I recommend that you decide what your goals actually are. But the most important thing is about mindset, because if you haven't got the right mindset, you won't achieve your goals. And, once you made the decision to start that journey to become part of the next and build your NeXarise business, you need to stick to that decision. Because I think, as I said before, each and every one of us have got our own goals, our own desires. But, you know, your friends and family might not support you. So you need to be really strong and really focused, because, you know, you can have your ups and downs, because, you know, one day you think, yes, I'm going to do this, but then someone will come to you and say, no, 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 you can't do it. But you can achieve anything you set your mind to. You know, just stay focused, stay committed, and be passionate about what you do. Also, what you need to do is think of it like a business and not a job. When it's your own business, you're your own boss. You decide how many hours you put in. You decide what your outcomes are going to be. You're not, you know, you are the one in control. So you make all the decisions. But what you need to do is learn the skills that are required to achieve your outcomes and to build your business. And you can only do that by being part of our events and the learning and the training that we provide. Because without that, you know, how would a pilot learn to fly unless they put in the hours and train and learn? So that's what you need to do. You need to learn the skills. And you also need to think about this as long term. It's not a short term get rich quick. You need to actually put the time in and, you know, have a vision for the future. Because when someone starts a company, they're not going to, you know, turn over that million in the first day. You need to plan. You know, it could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but you need to put your plan in place and just, you know, think of it long term. And the thing is, you do that and you'll actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And the most important thing is never, ever quit. Because, you know, you could be that close to achieving your dream, but then if you decide, oh, I've had enough, I'm going to give up, you're never going to achieve it, and you'll never know. And the worst thing you can live with is regret. And that's the only thing that's one thing you don't want to live, because that's the hardest pill to swallow. NeXarise is a very simple system. And as long as you follow the success system, you'll get there. First and foremost, when you decide to get started, the first thing you need to do is become customer qualified. And the easiest way to do that is to become your own customer. And there's actually products and services on your website that all you need to do is become a customer of, say, NextPro or Flip, and you've already got your 100 business volume to become a customer qualified. And then you can actually, you're on that journey to start building your business and also receiving residual income. So first and foremost, be your own customer. And the next thing you need to do is make a list. All you need to do is pick up one of these, go through it, and I'm sure you've got more than 20 contacts on your phone. And what you need to do is list every single person on your list, you know, on your phone, whether you, and the best thing to do is to visualize it. So you either write it down in a book, on a piece of paper, or use an Excel spreadsheet. But it's something that you can see every day, and you can just go through one by one, you know, as you go through your list, and, you know, make sure you don't prejudge anybody, because the person you think, oh no, they're not going to do it, they could be the most successful person in your team. So you make a list, and then what you do, you invite. And we actually teach you how to invite. All you need to do is follow the simple scripts, and the more you use it, the more you'll get used to it, and it becomes second nature. And all you need to do is invite, because you know, if you're new to this business, you won't know what to do and what to say. So we would teach you. And that's the importance of coming to training, because you learn all of that. And then all you need to do, invite your guests, your friends and family, anyone on your list, and invite them to a presentation. And one of the experts will do the presentation for you. So the thing is, even if you don't, you know, do it yourself, over time you'll get the hang of it. But initially, when you get started, all you need to do is invite your guests to a presentation. And, you know, we've got loads of mentors, loads of leaders in the group, and they will do the presentation for you. So when you invite your guests, two things will happen. They'll either do what you do and grab this opportunity with both hands and get started and become your business partners and link into the training. And then what they'll do, we'll actually help you to induct your new business partners, and we'll get them engaged in the training, and we'll do exactly the same thing with them as we've done with you. And we'll just get them, you know, get them to become their own customer, make a list and invite. And that's all. It's that simple. That's all. That is part of the success system of NeXarise. It's that simple. All you need to do is invite your friends and family to the presentation in front of one of the experts. I become your business partner, and it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. But as I said, you know, with this business, you know, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So some of your prospects will become your business partners, but then there's others that, you know, they may become your customers instead. But either way, get them to become your customer and get them to refer people that they may know who might be interested in this opportunity. So that way it's win-win on both sides. But as long as you follow the success system and you listen to your mentors and you follow the training system, you're on your way to financial independence and freedom. And that's the road that we all want to take. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my part of the training session over. So what I'm going to do now is hand you over to our next speaker. And this gentleman is called Nicholas Reynolds. And before I hand the floor over to him, I've known Nick for quite a few years, and he's an amazing mentor. He's very committed, he's very passionate. And if you've got him as your mentor, you're on your road, you're halfway there to financial freedom. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to hand the floor over to Nicholas Reynolds. Over to you, Nick.
Great, thank you, Sonia. Fantastic training there, well done. Really amazing seeing, just being reminded of the importance of having the right mindset. You see, mindset is 90% your success in this business is having the right mindset. So fantastic explanation. I love that diagram, which just shows the simple success system. Admins, we just need to make sure we mute everyone's microphones. If you could just keep an eye on that. Someone's mic needs that. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so let me very quickly share my screen with you. So just as a quick way of introduction, my name is Nicholas Reynolds. I call myself an international business entrepreneur now, thanks to NeXarise. But I began my career as a school teacher. I worked for 10 years in the school. And you know what I love about teaching? It's a great job in so many ways. You're helping these young minds develop, and you're pouring into them your energy and your knowledge. And it's great when they're hungry to learn. So often I found that they weren't. But what I was frustrated with in that job was I definitely wasn't getting paid what I felt like I deserved. There were set hours. I could only go on holiday when there was holidays, but actually holiday was the best part of the job. The money was pretty good, mind you. I managed to get on the property ladder, but I didn't really see myself working into my 50s and 60s, not as a teacher. No way, that would be way too much. My dad did it. He retired in his early 60s. My mum worked for 40 years of her life as a nurse, like Sonia. And I was just thinking, there has to be a better way. I had a hobby, and that started making me some money. It was photography. And especially like in the summers when I had a lot of weddings, I made quite a lot of money. But guess what happened the rest of the year? It was pretty dead. There was not much business. So I found myself earning a lot less money than I did as a teacher. And I was looking for other businesses to start. And it was in 2014 that I was introduced to a very successful businessman who became a business mentor to me. And I helped him out with the global expansion of another business. But last year in the lockdown, that gentleman decided to, although he'd become very successful, to leave that company. And so he showed me this vision for NeXarise because I believed in him, and I saw the opportunity that this would be better than what I was doing before. I decided to follow him, as did Sonia and many others that you'll hear from later. That gentleman, his name is Mr. Liju Thomas, and he's the CEO. He was also the best man at my wedding. So if you come to my presentations, I do, some of you guys, we've got people here. I just want to acknowledge, we've got a number of people here. Max in Paris, you saw the business this week. Well done for being here. Patricia in Botswana, Gayon, and also Charles in Kenya. So well done for being here. And there's other guests like David. Well done for being here. And other guests, do put in the chat. If you're new here tonight, we'd love to call out your name. Put in the chat, where are you watching from? Maybe you're returning. Just put in the chat where you're watching from. It's really good to see the chat, people interacting. So if you can put your cameras on as well, we love to see you as well. So let me just jump out of this. What I want to do is I'm going to be talking about the topic of products and services. And what I thought I would do is just show you the NeXarise website. So I've just gone to nexarise.com, and hopefully you've all had a little look around the website. If you go on to shop, in fact, I'm going to go on country first. Top right, the default nexarise.com for me, because I'm in England, is the United Kingdom flag. But if you click on that flag, you'll see the other regions. Now, we are currently open in the whole of Europe. So if you've got friends in Europe, we're really, really keen. So let me just take France, for example, because Max is from France. So now we've gone to France. If we want to change the language, we can change the language here. But Max speaks very good English. Now we go to the boutique. You can see what, so you can actually learn French because it translates it. So now I know boutique is shop in French. I've learned a new word tonight. Okay, so these are the services available in France. Now, if we were to go to the other countries, or the other regions, I should say, Afrique, it's coming soon. I know that's what that means, coming soon. Now, let me just go back to English for a moment. This is not a French lesson tonight. But anyway, you can see that Asia is coming soon. Central and South America, North America is coming soon. So what we're showing you tonight, we're going to show you the services that we have here in the UK, because the majority of people are in the UK. But I'm also going to make it very, very clear what the services are that are available globally, because we're going into 166 countries. These are the global services: Arise Academy, Tech by NeXarise, Lifestyle, Next Education, Next Shield. And in the UK, we have some others. So let me go back to the presentation, because we've got a diagram here which shows all of our portfolio. So hopefully you can see that. Now, before I go and tell you the unique selling points of the different services, I just want you to think. Here you're looking at an opportunity where you have an online shop. It costs you $99 to join if you're elsewhere outside of Western Europe. If you're in the UK, it's £199 to enroll. And £20 a month is the monthly support fee. For everywhere else in the world, so you people, lovely people there in Africa who are watching, it's just going to be a mere $10 a month. Okay, and that includes the taxes. So there's a very small cost to running your business, but the value is immense. You can basically acquire customers from anywhere in the world. Obviously, you're probably going to start with customers in your own community, and we'll talk about customer acquisition a bit later. But what an amazing opportunity this is. The vision, you can read about it on the website when you read about the company. The vision of the founders is to become like the Amazon of the network marketing world. There will be other services. There will be products added in the future. Services might change, okay? So all we've got to do is we need to use the services, learn about them, and share them with other people. The more customers you have, the more money you make. But let's understand what these services are. And whenever I do a presentation of the business, I don't go into as much detail as I will here in the training, but I simply say, can you see that there's a need in the marketplace for these services? And I think everyone can agree there's a need. Okay, so let me talk through the services. So the first four, these are all exclusive to the UK. LA Supply is our business energy partner. They are an energy broker. So what they do is they source energy for the commercial customers, businesses. They buy the energy in bulk from the big energy manufacturers. And because they buy in bulk, they can get very special rates. So for example, if you're here in the UK, we've launched business energy, I believe, in Norway as well. Or is it maybe residential? Residential energy will come to the UK soon. But the process is, you can save a business time, energy, and money. All they need to do is go to your website, fill out the form, submit their recent energy bill, job is done. Your job is done, their job is done. They've just submitted the information. Then LA Supply will do some quotes, give them a few quotes. The business can then see in the email, choose which quote they like, which price they want, select it, and then LA Supply does the rest. And another great thing is, even if the business is still in a contract, they can still submit their information, and LA Supply will put in their calendar to follow up with that customer nearer the time. So you might have forgotten about the customer, but LA Supply won't, because they want to make that business their customer. And the way they're going to do that is by saving them money. And there's zero standing charge offers here. So there's a whole video about this that goes into a lot more detail on the YouTube. So if you've got businesses that you know, maybe owners, I mean, start local. Think about your local hairdresser. Do you go there every few months for a haircut? You're their customer. Why don't you speak to the owner, compliment them, thank them for the great service they've given you? Maybe it's a restaurant you know that you frequent. I was once a customer of a dry cleaners, and I got their energy bill, and they were in a contract, so it just was sort of on hold, had to wait until their contract renewed. But then I asked them if they would be my other customer. It was residential energy. The woman wasn't prepared to give me her bill, and she just, even though I was her faithful customer, I'd been going there for months and months getting my shirts dry cleaned and ironed, but she wasn't willing to even let me do her a quote on her energy bill. So I decided, you know what? That's the last time I'm going to that shop as a customer. If they can't support me in my business, I'm not going to support them. Anyway, so I'm just saying, you don't want to be rude to people. I wasn't rude to her at all. I just never showed up ever again. But, you know, where are you spending your money? The least they can do is get a quote, right? Now, maybe that business has an alarm system. If it's not Verisure, then it's probably old and inferior. Verisure is the #1 alarm company in the whole of Europe. They provide monitored alarm systems. It's very high-tech equipment, very good value for money. And what makes it very exclusive is the 24-hour guard response. So basically, your home or your business, if a burglar breaks in, the cameras pick it up, the sensors pick it up even before they've broken in. And if they do break in, the camera takes pictures. They have a microphone, they have a control center where they have people who are working 24 hours. They're going to see that there's an intruder. They can see that it's a burglar, not the cat come through the window. They can listen. They can actually speak to the burglar. I mean, that's going to freak the burglar out over the loudspeaker. You know, they're going to say things. There's some great videos on YouTube which shows some real examples of how Verisure has protected businesses. There's one that I vividly remember seeing of a restaurant. These burglars came in the middle of the night. They got through the shutters, smashed the window. The alarm was going, but they were in to get the till. But this restaurant had the zero vision alarm system installed. Basically, this device which pumps out white, very thick smoke. It's not toxic, unfortunately. We could kill a few burglars in the process. It's not allowed. But basically, the motto is, you can't steal what you can't see. It's amazing, absolutely amazing product. So that's Verisure. Next Mobile, this is our brand. In the UK, we've teamed up with 2 of the largest telecom companies, O2 and Vodafone. Now, what we're saying is, we're not saying we offer the cheapest tariffs. That's not our USP. What our USP is that customers could basically get their bills for free. If they just acquired 5 customers, whatever the average of those 5 bills is, will get paid back to you in the form of a credit. And that basically means that your bill is effectively now free because you're getting paid the average of 5 bills as a credit. Plus, you'll be making residual income as well. And your customers can also benefit from this. If they go and refer their friends, when that customer goes to the website, the customer would put in the number of the person that referred them. But guess what? That all gets tracked back to you, because you were the one that got the customer, and the customer went and got more customers. They get the credit, but you get the residual income. How cool is that? So, and there's also an app which comes with Next Mobile, where you get 300 international minutes to 50 countries, okay, using the app. Okay, so that's a little bit about Next Mobile. And as we launch in Nigeria and South Africa and Botswana, etc., NeXarise's procurement team will be looking for who is the best telecom company, who is the energy company that can provide the best prices to people. They will build the relationship, they will partner up, get all the legal teams involved, sign the contracts. That all takes time and costs a lot of money, but you don't have to get involved in any of that. So don't worry about that. Just know that in the future, if you're there in Africa, we're going to launch 5 services on day 1 in January when we launch, but other services will get added later. So I know I've spoken to a number of people and they're so excited about mobile because data is very expensive out there. Well, don't worry, it's not, mobile is coming. Virgin Media, I'm going to announce to you now because Ahmed announced it to us yesterday on Sunday. He's going to be announcing it on the leadership call tonight. We'll tell you next week about Virgin Media, but yeah. I don't want to tell you before Ahmed, but anyway, we're discontinuing Virgin Media basically because there hasn't been enough customers, so it's not worth NeXarise doing it. Anyway, that's fine. We're not continuing with NeXarise with Virgin Media for internet in the UK, but existing customers will remain, and that's fine. So if you want to get Virgin Media, get it quick. Anyway, now let's start talking about the global ones. But first, let me finish with the other 2 English ones. Next Protect with WealthMax. This is one of the leading insurance companies. They're basically a broker. They work with 4 of the largest insurance in the world: Royal London, Zurich, Liverpool, Victoria, and Vitality. They are an FCA, which means that financial, they've been authorized. So they've gone through a lot of checks to get that consultant status. FCA regulated, is a very regulated industry, the insurance industry. They've got over 12 years of experience, and they provide the best deals available in multiple languages. So if you know someone in the UK, by the way, you guys there in Africa, you can acquire customers. If you know people in the UK, they can become your insurance customer, okay, etc. They can become your energy customer. So customer just goes to the website, fills out the form, your job is done. The form, they answer a few questions about their financial circumstances and their requirements, life insurance, income protection, critical illness cover. People can get their will written, okay? So wills and estate management, another part of WealthMax. This is under our brand Next Protect. So customers fill out the form, and then Next Protect will contact them and arrange for them quotation, and then they can take it or leave it, but you get paid every single month for the lifetime of the customer. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And Plus Heat, this is for anyone with a home or a business. You know, if something goes wrong, and things go wrong in the house, maybe the boiler stops working, can you imagine? It always happens at the worst time when it's cold. Pipes leak, electric stop working, you get wasps building a nest. I had that once. You get rats or maybe mice around, and they also service the boilers each year for free. It's included, and they basically guarantee that an engineer would come to the property within 24 to 48 hours. That is their guarantee, and it's 24/7 cover, 365 days a year, even Christmas Day. So Plus Heat is a UK-based company that provide a whole range of service, and there's different packages. Again, there's a very detailed training video on YouTube for that. So if you know landlords, that's a no-brainer. Okay, that's a really, really good product, and I'm using that myself, and it just gives you peace of mind. So let me talk about now the 5 global services, which are going to be available in all 166 countries. So I would probably focus your energy on learning these, because this is probably where you're going to make the most money. Lifestyle, this is a travel club. You can get up to 80% discount on hotel bookings. Every month you get hotel credits, which you can get further discount. Other services include unlimited airport lounge access, doctor in a suitcase, private medical jet service. So basically your health and well-being and your medical covers taken care of. So, you know, if something drastic happens to you, they're going to send a jet or a helicopter to pick you up and take you to the nearest hospital or bring you home. Flight insurance is included. You get a UK taste card. You get up to 50% discount on hotels, restaurants, etc., and shops. And they have a database of 2.6+ million hotels. So you can book hotels, you can book flights, you can book condos, you can book excursions, you can hire cars, all kinds of things. There's a great little video on YouTube, and there's a detailed training video. So that's for people that like to travel. Arise Academy is perhaps our most popular product. It's a service which is about educating people in the financial space. Now, the financial markets, you probably heard of Forex, foreign exchange. On a daily basis, over 6 trillion US dollars is traded. And banks are trading, but now people are trading on their mobile phone. Okay, we've got a service called Flip, which is the newest service launched in September. And this is going to be available all across Africa very soon, Asia, Latin America, whole world, where it uses artificial intelligence to scan the market, and then they send out trade ideas on the Telegram app. So when you become a customer of Flip on the Arise Academy, you can literally copy and paste these trade ideas and make some cheeky money each day. Okay, we've got so many stories of people that have been using this. I just want to ask if there's somebody that would like to just share in 1 minute a little testimony of their experience of using the Arise Academy. Anybody?
I don't mind.
Sonia?
Yeah. I know nothing about Forex trading, and I've been using Flip, and it's just so simple. I think as long as you know the basics, which is about lot sizes, stop loss, and take profit, they're the 3 key things you need to understand. You can get started, and all you literally do, you get the signal and you copy and paste the relevant bits onto your mobile phone, and you can make money. And it's just really good. I'm just loving it, really enjoying it. And I think everybody should try it out, because you can try it for 14 days. And if you can't get on with it, then you haven't lost anything, but you've gained a hell of a lot, because you've gained that knowledge as well. So yeah, I would highly recommend that everyone has a go at flipping, and they should go for it.
Good, great. Well, I just set up a new demo account today, and I just placed a few trades. They're currently going. They're in the blue, which means they're in the profit zones. Well, the ones that are actually still going, I've got 3 that are still going, but they're all in profit, $3 and $1. And then there was a few here that went through, they cleared, and they were all in profit. So, okay, how long did it take me to copy paste? Maybe 10 minutes. And there's a cheeky $8. So, yeah, what was that buying? I bought a nice bottle of wine for my wife. All right, let's move on. So, the Rise Academy, you've got webinars and videos. Again, there's a great video on YouTube. And Arise Academy, you think it's good now, it's going to get even better, because they're constantly developing this. It's evolving. You know, when we started a year ago, it was very basic, still amazing. But what we have today, version 2, is brilliant. But version 3 is going to be even better. Now let's talk about tech by NeXarise. We have a tech company with over 10 years experience, and they can design websites, they can do the SEO, they can even design apps. So they will help with the businesses and helping them in their marketing, helping them to have a better looking mobile responsive website, and help them get higher up in the Google searches. Okay, so I've talked about these. NeXeducation I haven't mentioned. NeXeducation is the last global service. So the global services, Arise Academy, Tech by NeXarise, Travel, NeXeducation, and the, why have I forgot? Oh, that's it. I know why. I was thinking the fifth one. Yeah, the fifth one is not on this list, but it's coming very, very soon. It's identity theft protection. And that's where, you know, how we all put our details online, our name, our address, we write about ourselves on Facebook, we put our credit card details online, our bank details, our logins, our passwords, our emails, all online, right? Well, guess what? Companies are collecting your data, but so are the criminals. The criminals are hacking in, and you know, sometimes you get these messages that come on your phone and you click the link and then they somehow get your information. Well, we've got a service called Next Shield launching very soon that customers can subscribe to protect themselves. But the last one I'll talk about here is NeXeducation. There's over 150 e-learning courses. They're video courses. Customer can choose 1 or 2 or 3, however many they want. They can watch the videos, answer the multiple choice questions, and they get accredited. They get a certificate at the end that's all certified. So this is something that will be beneficial for people as people want to develop their skills, and you know, as they're applying for jobs, they need to be able to show in their CV that they've got experience and they've completed these different courses. So it might be food hygiene, or it might be first aid, or it might be leadership and management skills, etc., etc. So we're really excited about the range of products. In the last few minutes, I'm going to talk about the skill of customer acquisition. You see, the goal in this business is to have lots and lots of genuine, loyal, happy customers, because that's how you're making money. Every month the customers pay the bills, you make money. Now there's 3 sources: yourself, your others, and then referrals. We really recommend that you become your own customer. So when you enroll in the business, become your own customer. That's what I did. I took the Arise Academy, I took the home care cover, I took a SIM card, I took the travel, etc. Become your own customer, and that builds belief, teaches you the sign-up process. You set a good example for others and helps you to grow your personal business volume, and you get custom qualified. So what also is very, very exciting, I know we've got a lot of people here from overseas, the pricing of the services in the UK is one price, but just in the same way that the enrollment fee is going to be lower for other countries, so too will the price of the services will be lower. Okay, and that's obviously reflected in the business volume. It's all relative, but you can simply qualify yourself in this business, which means you have enough business volume so that you can start making residual income. You can simply qualify yourself by taking the Arise Academy, sort of the pretty bog standard basic turbo, we call it turbo with the flip. That's going to be enough to qualify you. So don't worry about all the terminology, but this makes it so easy for a new person to come in and start making money. But the other sources of customers are prospects who do not become IBAs. What does that mean? A prospect is someone that we show the business to, and they don't become an independent business. They don't join the business. They don't enroll and get a website. They maybe like the business, or maybe they don't, but you can follow up with them and ask them to support you as a customer. And if you look after your customers, they might give you referrals. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. Now, remember, Sonia talked about having the right mindset as you go into this business. Don't think like a winner, not a quitter. It's going to take time. There's skills that you need to learn. Not everyone's going to support you. Well, there's also a mindset that you need to have when it comes to acquiring customers. Most people buy emotionally, not logically. People will buy something because they feel good when they have it. It's not always logic. It's not always, people don't always buy on price. Okay. Price and savings is not necessarily the main motivation. But if people like it, they want it, they feel the emotional attachment, they're going to want it more than if you try and use loads of logic. Okay. So don't be like a traditional salesperson and, you know, just, oh yeah, I'll get you the cheapest deal, because that might not be actually true. But Always share your story. Tell them, listen, I'm doing this business because I want to be able to retire my wife from her job. And I'm really close to another promotion. And it would be really helpful if you could try one of my services. It would help me. More about that in a minute. But always share the reason why you're doing the business with your customers. Okay. Does that make sense? And most customers are not very technical either. They don't understand their bills, but people feel great. Again, it's about their emotions. They feel great about supporting someone. People actually like to help people. So don't be afraid to go and ask someone for help. So have the correct approach. This is the correct approach. When you're asking someone to be your customer, use these 3 magic words: favor, help, and try. What would a typical script look like? This would be maybe something you could use over the phone. So you call maybe your auntie. She's not interested in the business. That's fine. Auntie, how are you? Great. Listen, I was just wondering if you could do me a huge favor, please. Pause. Yes, dear. What is it? Well, I need your help. You know, this business I'm just started. Well, I need to get another customer this week because I'm working towards my next promotion. And I'd be so grateful, Auntie, if you could help me, do me a huge favor and just try one of the services. Could I come round sometime and show you what they are? And you can pick one. We'll have a cup of tea and we'll catch up as well. It'd be nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Certainly. And Friday, great. Anyway, my suggestion is the best way to get a customer is don't just send them your link and hope they go and click one. Because in my experience, it doesn't work. You've got to set up a customer appointment. You've got to get with that potential customer, sit down with them, show them your shop, and help them to find a service. Just get one. I know they could take 3 or 4, but just get them on one. And something I learned on the Sunday event is that a lot of people in this business are ranking up very, very fast. And my friend Biravine, he's got over 700 personal business volume. And you know the way he did it? He's been doing the trading. He's been taking screenshots of his success results, and he's been posting it on his Instagram and his WhatsApp story. And he's also been getting his team members to do the same and tag him in their ones. So then people are following Biravine. They're saying, wow, he made a cheeky $20. He made $30. Copy, paste, copy and paste. How did he make this money by copying and pasting? People are seeing this and they're now curious. And so some people are reaching out to him saying, hey, what's this copy paste making money? Can you teach me how? And then he just shows them the system, and a lot of them become his customer. And also what you can do with social media, if you're posting, screenshots of your successes, and watch me in the next month, I'm going to start doing more of this as well, because it's working for the others. And we need to copy people who are being successful. And team, let's do that. Let's share more of our results. Let's actually get it out there into the world so people can see, and let's raise people's curiosity. And when you have your stories, you can also see who viewed it. So you can then phone up your friends who've seen it. Don't weird them out by saying, I noticed you watched my story. No. Just say to them something like, again, I learned this on Sunday because I attended the training. They said, phone up your friend and said, hey, how's it going? I was just wondering whether you'd noticed that I've been doing some trading and making some extra money by copying and pasting. Wondering if you'd seen any of my posts. And they said, oh yeah, I did. You know that they did because they saw it, right? But you just have a conversation. You say, well, it's been amazing. It's really, really easy. I've made some extra money, not a huge amount of money, but would you be interested in having a look at how you can do some copy and paste in your spare time and make some extra money? I mean, most people are going to say, yeah, sure. Get on a webinar, show them how it works, sign them as a customer, or invite them to a business presentation if they want to make even more money. So what we're seeing is a lot of people getting a lot of customers. Biravini got 30 I think it was Biravini, he got 30 customers on Flip in about a month by doing what I just described. So I hope you are hearing what I said. And I'm just conscious now of time. We're going to conclude. and pass on to the next presenter. So referrals is very important. So look after your customers. Send them a Christmas card. When it's month 11 and if they're 12-month SIM card contract or whatever, make sure you buy them a box of chocolates or send them a little letter or certificate saying, thank you for being my customer. As you pay your bills, it's helping me, I don't know, support this charity, if you support a charity, that is, or it's helping me with my business. People love appreciation. So make sure you look after your customers. That's my advice. So we now have a fantastic gentleman. This man always brings extra fire to the webinar. He's originally from Nigeria. I know we have some people here from Nigeria. He works in an IT project management background, but he's got a lot of experience now in network marketing, and he's doing some amazing things in this business and building a large team. So he's a lot of fun. So it gives me great pleasure to hand over for the next segment of training to Mr. Joshua Adesanya.
Hey, Nick, thank you so much for that. And good evening, everyone. I trust you can see me well and hear me well. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, look at that. We have so many people from Nigeria today. Absolutely amazing. So it's really great to have all of you on the call today. I'm so excited. And before I actually continue in the my part of the training tonight, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Sonia, Lambert, and Nicholas Reynolds. You guys just absolutely amazing leaders in NeXarise. And thank you for all you do. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joshua Adesanya. I'm always very excited every time I do a NeXarise training or anything it is I do in NeXarise. And I'm sure that most of you, especially if you're from Africa tonight, you're wondering, what the heck are these guys talking about? You know, what is going on? Now, my responsibility tonight, I'm going to break it down a notch, all right? And you heard what Sonia taught you about, you know, having the right mindset. And then Nick came along and talked about the USPs of all our services, okay? And we have some of those services launching in Africa and the new expansion countries that we're going into. But let me quickly tell you a little bit about myself. I have been, just like you heard from Nick, a digital project manager now the last 17 years. I'm sure you'll all agree with me. 17 years is a long time to be in any career. But ladies and gentlemen, guess what I discovered? I discovered all of us that work, we all work an average of 40 hours a week. I'm sure you'll all agree with me. In fact, some people work 60 hours a week or more. But guess what? I discovered when we work 40 hours a week, it is to the extent of working for 40 years. And you're only going to get a 40% pension. Ladies and gentlemen, it is called the 40-40-40 rule. What am I trying to tell you? There is no job on planet Earth that is designed to make you rich. And the person that pays your paycheck, guess what? They control your life. So ladies and gentlemen, when I realized that I wanted a change in my life, I read books. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I learned that the best way to get financially free will never come from a job, obviously, but it will come from earning what we call residual income. All right? In a job, you earn active income, meaning you're constantly exchanging your time for money. And ladies and gentlemen, don't let the word active, don't let it fool you. Basically, what they're saying is as long as you're active on the job, you will keep getting paid. Can you imagine that? How much more a situation where you only do something one time and you get paid for it over and over and over again? That is residual income. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what we're doing right now. Teaching everyone on the call how we earn residual income in this business of NeXarise. So I'm going to be taking you through the compensation plan because I realize that there are quite a number of people on the call today. You haven't actually seen the NeXarise overview as a business. But guess what? The compensation plan will help you to understand the business anyway. All right. So basically, I need to give a disclaimer here. Obviously, because of what we do, we don't guarantee success, but your success is actually influenced by your inputs and your efforts, all right? Not all IBOs make a profit and no one can be guaranteed that success. But the interesting thing is this: we believe that when you put in the work, obviously because it's your business, there's every good possibility that you are going to be successful. So in our business, we make money 5 ways. And there's some of you that might be asking, what is this business all about? NeXarise is all about customer acquisition, where you are given an opportunity to build what we call a distribution network. So you have an e-commerce website, and the website has some services and products, and all you need to do is get your friends and family to use any of those services, and you can use the same service yourself. That is exactly what Nick was talking about, all right? And all these services, they require some kind of monthly payment, obviously, for the use of the services. Now, your customers will get value from using the services, and every single month they pay their bill, you're going to earn a percentage of their bill. Now, if there's a service that someone is benefiting from, I'm sure you don't need to remind them to pay their bills, do you? They'll keep paying their bills because the service is of benefit to them. That is what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So for all the countries of the world, the 166 countries that NeXarise is going into, we have some services that are common to all those countries. 5 of those services, and Nick has already talked about that. But generally, ladies and gentlemen, we make money in 5 ways. Personal residual income, overriding residual income, fast start bonuses, rank advancement bonuses, and global leadership pool. Now, when I talk about personal residual income, what am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, you discover when you have your own website and you only need really and truly a few customers, if that is what you want to do. Now, any customer that you acquire using any of the services, whether the services is Lifestyle by NeXarise, or is the service in the Rise Academy where you can make money as a Forex trader, or it's Next Education, or it's Tech by NeXarise. Any of these services, ladies and gentlemen, will give you volume. So someone subscribes to the service, a volume is allocated to your business account. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the accumulation of the volume. The more volume you make, the more money you make. The more volume you acquire, the more money you make, all right? And how does it start? That is what I'm going to be showing you today in the compensation plan. So this business volume listing is the volume for majority of the services that we have on our online shop. Now, I don't expect you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand all of this, okay? If you're already an IBO, an independent business owner in NeXarise, you have access to your control center, okay? And from your control center, you're able to have access to all these business volumes that we generate. Okay, so I said earlier, we make money in 2 ways: the personal business volume and the group business volume. Okay, the first 2 ways. Now, why is it personal business volume? Because the customers are acquired from your website. It's as simple as that. So the more customers you acquire from your website, you build personal volume for yourself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly say this as well. The compensation plan I'm showing you right here is the compensation plan for the United Kingdom. All right? Please bear that in mind. For those of you who are in Africa, you only need to do 2 things. Whatever amount you see me show on the screen, just divide it in 2 by half. And that is the compensation plan for the country, wherever country you're in Africa. Just divide it by half. And also, it's going to be United States dollars and not pounds. So NeXarise, if you're in the UK, NeXarise will pay you between 1% and 20% of your business volume that you've acquired from your personal website. Now, it's 20% when you get £2,000 and above in business volume. Ladies and gentlemen, 20% of £2,000 is already £400 a month. And now you will agree with me that I'll obviously pay off some bills. Now, group business volume is where it gets exciting. And ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. The group business volume is the key aspect of our business. Why do we say this? We learned this principle from the first documented billionaire, a gentleman by the name of John Paul Getty. He said, and I quote, "It is better to earn 1% from the effort of 100 people than earning 100% of your own effort." So when you come into NeXarise, basically, this is what you're doing. We work with you to build a team. Now, when you come into NeXarise, you have your own online shop, you acquire some customers, you build some personal business volume. Now, guess what you're going to do? We will teach you how to invite your friends and family to see the NeXarise opportunity. This is where the money is. And that's all you need to do. Just invite, and keep on inviting. You have to invite the right way. Now, when you invite the right way, the experts will present the business on your behalf. Now, can you imagine when your friends and family see an opportunity in NeXarise, they sign up and they become a business partner. You heard Nick talk about signing up and all of that. That is basically what's happening here. Now, when your friends and family, obviously, they now become business partners. They have their own individual website. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to acquire some customers themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you begin to leverage on the activity of your team. The more business partners you acquire in your team, the more money you make. But guess what? We're the ones that will work with you and all your business partners to work and to build their teams as well. Can you imagine that? So the only thing you need to do really is just keep inviting. And the more people you invite, you leave it to the experts to present on your behalf, enroll them on your behalf, and we begin to train them on your behalf. Why are we training them, ladies and gentlemen? This is the reason why we're training them. You see, we train them because you want to get them to the rank that you're at. And when you work with your team to get to your rank, you'd obviously get promoted yourself. And this is how it works. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our compensation plan. And as I said earlier, whatever amount you see on the screen, apart from what you have on the right-hand side, the rank advancement bonuses, just divide into 2. And that is the amount that you earn if you're based out there in Africa. And not in pounds sterling, but in US dollars. So these are all the ranks, ladies and gentlemen. You want to start off by becoming customer qualified. How many personal business volume do you require? 100. If you do that within your first 30 days of being in NeXarise, congratulations, you're customer qualified. Now, if you're in Africa, obviously that'll be 50. So you need personal volume of 50 to get qualified. But in the United Kingdom, you'll be paid a fast out bonus of £50, okay? If you do that within your first 30 days. Now, let's begin to rank up. You introduce 2 of your friends who see the opportunity of NeXarise. And just like you're acquiring customers on your website, they also acquire customers, they get customer qualified as well. Now, when that happens, like I said, just split that in half anyway. Now, your personal volume is 100 and that of your team, this is the United Kingdom. Your team gives you 350 combined, you start earning £100 a month. You earn £250 a month when your team volume is 1,200, but you move up a bit in your personal volume. Now, the next rank, ladies and gentlemen, is ETL 500 or ETL 1000. ETL stands for Executive Team Leader. Now, when your personal volume is 150, the rest comes from your team 2,500, you start earning £500 every month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's passive income right there. So not asking you to leave your full-time jobs. We're just saying, why don't you start building something with us on the side and make some really good money? Now, an executive team leader 1,000 means you're earning £1,000 a month. Now, how are you getting to do this? The more business partners coming into your team, you work with them to build their own team and get to your rank or even outrank you. It doesn't matter. They will earn what they are able to earn based on their team, and you will earn what you are supposed to earn based on your team. TC 3000, ladies and gentlemen, means team coordinator. 3,000, you're earning £3,000 a month with a team volume of 15,000. Now, when you get to TC 5,000, you're earning £5,000 a month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the United Kingdom, there's a rank advancement bonus of £5,000. That is paid in addition to the £5,000 that you earn every month. Look, RD10 is regional director, and this is where you earn £10,000 a month. In addition, another rank advancement bonus of £10,000. And let me quickly say this. The bonus is paid to you whenever you hit the rank. So if you hit one rank this month and the following month you hit the other rank, if there's a bonus attached to that rank, you'll be paid it, okay? So we've got regional vice president 20, 50, and 100. As an RVP 20, you're earning 20,000 a month. RVP 50, 50,000 a month. And RVP 100 is £100,000 every single month. Now look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a rank advancement bonus of £50,000 is paid to you when you get to the rank of RVP 50. In addition to that, NeXarise more or less makes you like a shareholder. How do they do that? They take 1% of their annual sales. Can you imagine? 1% globally. And they share that amount to all the qualified RVP 50s and above. So obviously, for you to earn the global leadership pool, which is 1%, you need to get to RVP 50. I hope that is clear. Last but not the least are the biggest ranks in NeXarise. Senior Vice President, 200, 500. As a Senior Vice President, 200, you're earning 200,000 a month. You get a rank advancement bonus of 300,000. SVP 500, you're earning 500,000 a month. You earn 750,000 pounds in bonus. And look at this. The pinnacle position in NeXarise is SVP Crown. For the United Kingdom, you earn £1 million a month. You heard Sonia say that at the beginning. Every night before she goes to bed, when she wakes up in the morning, I'm an SVP Crown and I earn £1 million a month. My goodness, it is going to happen because she's dedicated to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our compensation plan. Can you imagine when you get to £1 million a month, you're paid another rank advancement bonus of £3 million? Crazy money. How is all this going to happen, folks? Through what we call team building. So you want to work with whoever your mentor is in this business to build a team, because you can't do it by yourself. If you did it by yourself, you just burn out. We don't want you to burn out. So your team mindset, your team building mindset is to build a large growing team of independent business owners who are doing what? Acquiring customers. Ours is a customer acquisition business. But guess what? A customer acquisition business with a difference. Can you imagine being a customer of a Rise Academy? You're a customer, you're a trader, and you're making money every day. I mean, how does that sound? So, you know, Sonia and Nick, they showed you their results on Flip. I did the same thing as well. I'm flipping right now, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm making money as well. That's awesome, isn't it? So what is the mindset you need to build, or how do you do it? By talking to people. Wow. Ours is a talking to people business. The more people you talk to, the more money you make. So obviously, if you talk to a lot of people, you're going to make a lot of money. You talk to some people, you're going to make some money. You talk to no people, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make nothing. Zilch, zero, nada. All right? Sorry I'm being so dramatic, but that's the way it is. You have to talk to people in this business, okay? So you think about people that are from two categories, your warm market and your cold market. Warm market, obviously, are people you know. Cold market, not so much. But guess what? The whole idea is making your cold market your warm market, obviously, because your warm market is more effective. So how do you invite prospects to the business? Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are on the training today, you're out there in Nigeria. I did a presentation to some of you, and that's the reason why you've been able to invite some of your friends to the call today. That's essentially what we do. But how do you start? You make a list of your warm market. People you know, don't prejudge them. Contact everyone ASAP and you sort. Now there's this long list of the people you want to think about, your immediate family, closest friends, the most successful person you know, someone who has very big influence. They have a large network. They're easygoing people. They love people. They're sharp. they're very good. They have a good personality. So these are the people that you think of inviting to an opportunity like this. So think about how you invite them. And I actually sent an audio message to a lot in our team as to how you can invite. But I kind of found this particular invitation script really, really effective, all right? And I think I'm actually going to do a role play. Now, it's easier for me to do a role play with someone. I'm just gonna pick, and please, if I pick on you, just take it easy on me, okay? All right, just take it easy. All right, so who am I gonna pick for a role play today? Let's see, who's on the call that I can pick? Femi, are you there? Femi, can I do a role play with you, Femi? Femi, are you there on the training? I know you are. We need to have most of you on your cameras, you know. It's not nice that I'm training and all of you have your cameras turned off. It's like, you know, I don't even know who I'm talking. Marie Claire, can you do a role play with me, Marie Claire? Okay, Marie Claire is, okay. David has his camera on, that's good. Olivier, can I do a role play with you? Okay, where are all our guys? All right, let me just do a role play with Sonia. Sonia, I know you're there anyway. That's brilliant. Sonia, I'm going to do a role play with you. All the guys that I called out today and you didn't answer me, no lollipops for you on Thursday training. Believe you me, I'm not sharing my sweets again. All right, with you guys. All right, Sonia, let's do this role play. Let's get this over done. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Sonia, how are you?
Oh, hi, Joshua. I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. It's been a while. My goodness, I haven't spoken to you like 3 days.
It's too long.
All right. How's the family?
Everyone's good. Everyone's well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Look, Sonia, I know I really need to nip out the door real quick, but I need to ask you a quick question. I need you, or are you able to make yourself available for me on Thursday by 8 o'clock?
Thursday, 8 o'clock?
Yes,
yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I can make it. I think
you can do that for me. Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Sonia, I know you're working at the moment, but something amazing happened to me recently. I actually started working on a project, and before I knew it, this project I'm working on with my mentor has now gone global in 166 countries. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
And it's almost as if we can't handle the success. And immediately, Sonia, I started thinking about you. Look, you know what? I'd like you to take a look at this project for me on Thursday and give me your perspective. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah, sure. Sounds really exciting.
Oh, fantastic. Look, I'm going to send you the details on Zoom, and I really look forward to having you on that call with my mentor. It's visual information, but I know you're not going to let me down. You're going to be on the call, right?
Of course I will.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Sonia. Look, I really have to run now. I'm going to talk with you later, okay?
Okay, take care. Bye.
All right, dear. God bless you. Bye-bye now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was really easy, all right? That was way easy. And thank you very much, Sonia, for making it easy for me. But guess what else is going to happen? Sonia made it easy, but if you're enthusiastic enough anyway, you know, it usually is easy because they can sense your excitement, all right? Some of them will ask you some questions, all right? Now, the interesting thing is this. I'd rather modify this script a little bit and not necessarily say that I was introduced to it myself. But you can say that anyway. You can actually say, you know what? Because I only just started working on the project with my mentor, I wouldn't be able to explain it properly because the information is visual, all right? That is how you must always say it. People will always ask questions. It's not their fault. But when they ask you questions, you want to turn that over to your mentor and say, you know what? I only just started working on this project with my mentor, and I wouldn't be able to do it justice. And I can't explain over the phone. You need to see the visual information. Look, trust me, just be on the call on Thursday. Is that okay? And then they say yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we end this segment of our team building. We sort. We always sort. We don't do this business with emotions. We do our business, honestly speaking, with a lot of heart, but also with a very, very strong mindset. So understand this. We group the people that we talk to in 3 categories: your red apples, your green apples, and your brown, or what we call rotten apples. If they're a red apple, they like what they see. They love the compensation plan. They see an opportunity for themselves. Those people, you need to give them 90% of your time. But guess what? It's only about 10% of them that will have that mindset. That's in people who want to join your business immediately. Now, you have some other ones. Majority of them are green apples. Why do we say they're green apples? You know, they're the ones that would ask you questions. And they'll keep asking you questions. They'll be like, I really don't get it yet. No problem. What you have to do is invite them to a training call like this, and they will see a bigger perspective of the business. They will see big, you know, a larger number of partners and guests on the call, and they'll be like, wow, this is serious, okay? And they'll, most of the time, they'll have their questions answered. So last but not the least are the ones who are not interested. Ladies and gentlemen, I really have to say this to you. If somebody says to you that they're not interested, don't get upset with them. It's obviously because they don't share the same perspective as you do. Just move on. Or you could even ask them to be your customer and say to them that, look, I really appreciate if you can at least support my business. I know you're not interested in the business, in what we do, but you can support me by at least becoming a customer, all right? And see if you can get them that way and make another appointment for them to become your customer. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken quite a considerable amount of your time, and I've actually come to the end of my training today. Losing my voice a little bit, but I'm grateful that at least I was able to share, you know, this compensation plan with yourselves, and also how we build a team. So on this note, it gives me great pleasure to bring the next speaker to the call. And he's going to be talking to us about the most important element of our business. Oh yes, indeed. And it's actually called promoting events. And ladies and gentlemen, this amazing gentleman is someone I've known now for the past 5 years or thereabouts. We were working together in a previous business before we started NeXarise. And we're so excited about the legacy that we're building right now. He's somebody that I really, really look to as a good friend, as a partner, you know, in this business that we're doing right now. And he has a lot of information and passion. Without much further ado, let me bring to the virtual stage my friend and brother. He happens to be a TC 3000, by the way. So you know what that means. He's already earning £3,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gunjan Hazarika.
Thank you so much, Joshua. I mean, fabulous, fabulous. I always enjoy you guys' training. Thank you, Nick, for doing an amazing training at the same time. Amazing. I mean, we have such a ready-made leadership within NeXarise. I mean, NeXarise is just a one-year-old company. And imagine, just come and see what kind of training these leaders are providing you. And what they are doing, they're just learning themselves from events to events to events and sharing those information with you. So my name is Gunjan, and my background, I've done my degree in broadcast journalism. I was into documentary filmmaking initially, and I did about 4 years of productions in India. And then my work was recognized, and then I was invited to UK to take care of a lot of television program here. I came here, worked for 21 years in the corporate world, creating television shows daily, a lot of entertainment programs, advertising films, and eventually I became head of production for a very big Indian television channel called ZTV. So that's been my 20 years of journey. And what I found out after 20 years, more than 20 years of working, that I was still broke. You know, I was not broke financially, but I was broke with time. I mean, I was such a time broke person. My family was always complaining about me that I'm busy. My friends were complaining. And then I realized one day that I'm so busy for them. And when I need them, probably they'll be busy for me. And that's not the life I want, right? I need a change. And that's when I was introduced to this amazing world of network marketing, which I had no knowledge about prior to joining the previous company. I had no knowledge, no idea even this kind of industry exists in the world. But I was intrigued, I was interested. I said, I want to learn. I want to see if I can do. I didn't know whether I can make it or not, but I thought I'll give it a go. But if I give it a go, I'll go all in. That's how I work. And I went all in. I was successful there. And now I joined NeXarise on day one. I'm successful here. So I reached a position of team coordinator 3,000. My wife is in the business. She's ETL 1,000. So together, we're able to generate a 4,000 pound residual income. I mean, that's life-changing for us. And now we are focusing more and more growth. So if I know how to reach here, my goal is to help as many people as possible in the market to come and to reach to the place at least I reach, right? So that's what I do. So now, how did I build my entire business? It's not I'm someone very skillful or something very knowledgeable. It's very simple. I invite people and I promote the events. Now, what is the important? Why do we have to promote events? Let me share something with you. Now, these are the 7 key skills I think is very important that we understand what it requires for us to grow in this industry. First of all, we got to meet more people, right? If you say, I don't know people, then start meeting people. Very simple. There are thousands of networking events. There are thousands of people when you commute to work, you meet. There are thousands of people you meet every single day. All you have to say hello and share your contact details. Meet more people and show more plans. Share this plan to as many people as you can. Very simple concept. Then convert more sales. Whatever customers you are sharing with, try to convert them more and more, develop the skill. Learn from whoever you have joined. Your like these training programs are designed for your growth. And then once you learn, what do? You teach your team. It can be upline or downline, what they use the words, but I call it my team, and that's how you teach them. Invite more guests to the meeting, and finally, the events comes, because this is where the businesses are built. Okay, it's not about, of course, we have organized a lot of events for the team to come and succeed. It's an environment, a professional environment created for your success. But at the same time, you can start creating your small events. It could be in your home. It could be on a Zoom call. It could be even with 2 people. It could be even with 1 person. Start with those. And then as your team keeps building, start doing more and more events with them. And more events come, then you can come to the bigger events that we are conducting. So events are the key to your success. Okay, why what it does? It elevates your vision and eliminates all the negative thoughts that you may have within the business. Because you know what, when we come out of the house, we meet the world, there's always negativity around our world, right? It's always there. We can't avoid it. But what we can do, we can be stronger. We should have a bulletproof mindset so that these negative energies can bounce back. Very simple. Now, this is why events will do this for you. When you come to an event, you'll start creating the belief that you need for your growth. You know what? Belief is a very powerful word. And once you believe, and not just a belief oh, I believe. It's a strong belief I'm talking about. The moment you have a strong belief in your heart, and you know it's gone into your head, it's gone into your heart, things will start changing. It'll create an amazing excitement in your life. And do you know what happens when you're excited? Of course, you take actions, because actions are the only way which gives what? Results. And when the result comes, what happens to you? The belief goes even bigger. So it's such a circle that it all starts from an event. You go to an event, you create your belief will create excitement will create actions will give you results, and results will give you belief. Okay. Now, what kind of events we are creating? Now, we have a very Sunday event every Sunday in London. This is for UK market, and especially we are doing in London right now. We do it at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. It's in Kensington. It's a place called Holiday Inn Hotel. And very simple, you can come and you invite anyone, your guest, your friends, your family, anyone to come and have a look and experience what goes on in that event. We got some phenomenal people who will be training, who will be sharing. Plus, we get a lot of promotions. There are a lot of people who comes on those calls on this event, and they get promoted for the week they have performed. I mean, you get and also one of the best person to be in that event is our president of the company. I mean, how many companies do you know where the president of the company, the owner of the company, comes himself and train people every single week. This is a very rare occasion. And these guys are one of the top people in this industry. And to learn from them is a privilege. And now we have the privilege where we can learn from them. Not only that, we got some people who reached to the 10,000 mark. RD10, it's not a small amount, right? 10,000 pound residual income. How many of you love to make it? I know all of you love to make it. We have RD10 in that event. We got TC 5,000. We got TC 3,000. We got ETLs, ETTs, all kind of people coming, sharing and expanding together and having a growth together. So this is where our event is. So if you haven't come, I mean, you're wasting your time. I'm telling you, events are key. You got to be, you know, with events, you should have, like, say, listen, I'll cancel everything, but I'll not cancel this event. Why? Because job will give you what? It gives you your expenses, probably your daily, whatever household needs you can do, but you can never build a fortune through a job. But events such as businesses such as these companies will make you a fortune. So to make, if you want to make a fortune, you got to learn. That's very important, isn't it? So attending an event is extremely important for you. So that's every Sunday for you, so that you can learn, you can grow, you can expand. But at the same time, one of the biggest events that the company is organizing is on the 5th of December at 11 a.m. It will start and it's throughout the day. It's a whole day. Now, this is we're calling the UK National. Although we're calling it UK National, people for all other part of Europe that where we already started a business are attending. We already have got people coming from Italy, France, Sweden, Norway, Germany. There's so many other countries people are attending this event. Why? Because they're going to take the same idea and they're going to bring and build it in their country eventually. So this is going to be one of the best events in UK. They already got booked a very big hotel. We got one of the biggest screen display and one of the biggest stage designed for you. And the LED screens like a cinema hall, you know, that kind of event it is. It's going to be one of the top skill training arranged for you, so that you not only get the belief and the excitement, but imagine how many guests you can bring and how much excitement they can have within that within that day. Now, this is what is important. Now, I know most of you probably even haven't booked your own tickets. Now, I know you're waiting for probably, oh, when the date comes, I will book in the last minute. That's not a problem. You can do that. But there's a massive loss if you do that. Do you know what? Imagine if you book something on the last minute, what will happen? You can only attend. You will have no time to invite somebody else to that event. But if you book it now, imagine how many people you have in next, hardly 3 weeks. Imagine in 3 weeks time, how many people you can invite. It's like when you get started in NeXarise, right? I mean, unless you signed up and you get your business ID number, you're not going to invite somebody else to see that business, or you're not going to build this business, right? It's not going to happen yet because you are not in yet yourself. The moment you buy the license, what happens to you? You become, hey, listen, I bought the business, I bought the license, now I got to do something about this, right? I want to make it this big. And you start inviting people, you start getting results. Exactly the same feeling. If you do not book your own tickets, your promotion to other people will not take place. You will not be inviting somebody else because you haven't booked your own ticket yet. So it's very important that today itself, tonight, right now, you should book that ticket yourself. I'll tell you, see the magic. The moment you book your tickets tonight, from tomorrow, how many people you start inviting. Imagine in that room, if you manage to bring 10, 15, or 20 people, and those 20 people after the event get started with you because they saw the bigger vision, they saw the bigger picture, the belief is high, the excitement is crazy. Now imagine what it will do to your business. You can become overnight promotion after promotion, and promotion can come for you. And this is not a story. This has happened to many other people, including me in the past. I know. So I've already booked a lot of people. I'm already daily calling people and inviting them to this event and getting their dates confirmed. I said, please do not cancel on me because I'm going to spend this money to you. Or let's buy this ticket. You're going to come with me because this is one of the best things can ever happen to your life. Okay. So you can invite, so book your tickets tonight, please. And you can invite other people. And this is going to be a game changing in your life, trust me. Okay, let me show you a video what kind of events we have.
NeXarise is going to be an opportunity in not only 8 countries, but 166 countries globally. That's where NeXarise is going.
Just bring them to the event. Let them feel the vibe. Right now, how many of you know that your heart rate is higher than normal? Who knows what I'm talking about? That's what events do.
Our mission is to provide a global opportunity for individuals to enjoy the benefits of residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing everything what it takes to make this opportunity better every single day. Now it's your time to take action and build a global business with NeXarise.
So that's it. So that's your national event going to take place on the 5th of December. So time is less. So please book your tickets so that you start inviting as many people. Make a list and write it down how many people you've invited. You got to fill up that room. You know, there's so many leaders, I'm telling you, they're going to fill up that room. It depends how many of your numbers are going to be there. And on 1st of January, I'm telling you, people who invited the most are going to be earning the most from next year. So rather than making New Year resolutions, your resolution should be today, that I'm going to bring maximum people to the national event. But first of all, I'm going to book my own ticket today. Because if that doesn't happen, the national event is going to be a waste for you, because that's going to come and that's going to go and you've utilized nothing in your life from it. Okay, so take a benefit of that biggest event in the country that's going to take place on the 5th of December. So let's promote big. Let's call individually. There's no point posting it on WhatsApp. It's not going to do anything for you. People will look, people will turn away. By making that phone call and creating that vibe, creating that importance, creating that excitement is going to be the key for you to bring somebody in that event. And I'm telling you, it'll be worth their time. It'll be worth their time spending on that day and learning so much. It's going to change your life, my friend. So thank you for listening to me. We got an event just got started at 9 o'clock, leadership training. So we got to end this call tonight here. Thank you everyone for joining us, and come back on next Tuesday. We're going to share more and more knowledge. Thank you for everyone. Have a great night.